एक टॉपिक एजुकेशन मीन्स कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट लोग सही बोल सकते हैं यार चलो माइक
हरे कृष्णा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
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 ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So 5,000 years before, Lord Krishna, he came to Mathura to kill Kans. But same day, he was transferred to Vrindavan. So after 11 years, he came back to Mathura and he killed Kans. Then Vasudeva and Devaki, they were very happy to get Krishna Balram back with them. For 11 years, Vasudeva and Devaki were in prison, crying for their sons. Kamsa killed 6 sons of Devaki as soon as they were born. Krishna Balram survived. So they were very happy to have the 2 boys with them. So after Kamsa died, Ugrasen, he became the king of Mathura, Yaduvansh. And Krishna Balram, they stayed in Mathura with their parents in the palace. So one day, Vasudeva, he called both the boys, Krishna Balram. He said, "Come, I want to talk to you." So Vasudeva said, "You 2 boys, tell me one thing. 11 years have passed. Did you go to school or not? Did you study anything or not? It is far others' responsibility to not just give food, cloth, toys, good health to the child, but also to give education. Father, mother, both. Why education? Because when a child is born, we say innocent, right? Masoom. That's not true. He's not masoom. He's not innocent. If he was innocent, he would have liberated last life. He did something. That's why he had to take one more birth. So he's not innocent. He's ignorant. Agyani. He's ignorant. And he has to be given knowledge. That is education. Knowledge to differentiate between right and wrong, true and false, good and bad, illusion and reality, spirit and matter. That's what education is. A small child, you have to teach. This is rice, put it in your mouth. This is slippers, don't put it in your mouth. Right? Because what does a child do? Puts rice also in the mouth, puts shoes also in the mouth. He doesn't know the difference. So knowledge means to make a difference between what to do, what not to do. So the purpose of education is to help us take a right decision between good and bad, pap and punya, right and wrong, true and false. That is education. The purpose of education is character, not career. Nowadays, education means career. Good school, good college, good degree, good job. Right? That's all. That's not the real purpose of education. What is the use of that degree? What is a degree? It's a paper. University of Mumbai, so and so is certified engineer or certified doctor or Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Commerce or certified chartered accountant, right? That's a degree. And what you do with that paper? Go office to office and show. Look, I have a paper. Now I am qualified. You gave me a job. Right? What is Hindi word for job?
Nokri.
So look, I am qualified to become a nokar. Give me nokri. Just to become a nokar, you want a paper? What is the big deal becoming a nokar? You just have to obey. So present modern education is only to make us a factory worker. That's all. Nothing else. That's not great. That's not developing character. Young boys and girls, they get spoiled in school or college. Nowadays bad habits come from where? College or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
First cigarette in college, school or home? College. First drink? College. So character is lost in college. Till in home you are protected. Outside home in the college you are lost. So what kind of college and education is this? The young generation is getting spoiled, developing bad habits. That's not education. Education is for character. Real education for a boy child is celibacy, brahmacharya. And real education for a girl child is chastity, satitva, being loyal to the husband. This is real education. Celibacy, brahmacharya, is practiced outside home with guru and other brahmacharis. So earlier boys at age 5 will go to Gurukul. Even Krishna Balram did that. Even Lord Ramchandra, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan did that. Great kings did that. Prahlad Maharaj did that. So they would go to Gurukul and live brahmachari life. So real education for a boy child is celibacy. No contact with females. No association with females before marriage. And in home there are females, mother, aunt, sister. The boy goes to Guru. And real education for girl child is chastity. And that happens inside the home. Because outside there are boys, males. So under the mother, the girl learns how to be chaste. Learning cooking, cleaning, taking care of the husband, taking care of guests, taking care of children. That's chastity. Loyal to husband. Loyal to husband's families, family members. And celibacy is outside home with other brahmacharis, sleeping on the floor, taking cold shower, waking up early morning, studying the Vedas, going for Bhiksha, attending Mangalarati, chanting the rounds, doing service to Guru. That develops character. Nowadays school and college don't teach all this. Nowadays school is co-education. One boy, one girl sit on same bench, partners of study. You memorize, she will ask, she memorize, you ask. That's how they study. Then where he will learn celibacy? In MBA colleges, they make projects, group work. And in group there has to be mixed male and female. It cannot be all male and all females. Compulsory, some male and female. So they learn to interact. Or something else happens. So where do they learn celibacy? So that's not correct education. If somebody learns a subject very well but cannot control one's senses, then he is not educated. That's not knowledge when you cannot control your senses. So real education is developing our character. In future India, we want engineers or good engineers. Good engineers. What does good engineer mean? Good skills or good values? Good values. We are focusing on good skills. You want a good driver? What does it mean? Who knows to drive car nicely? No. That's one part. Who also should respect the passengers. Not as so many drivers at night, they take the passenger, especially female passengers, on an empty road and do nonsense. You heard such news? So is he a good driver? Yeah. He can drive car nicely. So good driver doesn't mean good skill only. It means good values. So good engineer doesn't mean just good skill, but good values. Good doctor doesn't mean just good skill of medicine, but also good values, honesty. Nowadays doctors, they do business where though no tests are required, they will prescribe tests and they prescribe medicines which don't cure, which keep you patient whole life. So that you have to repeatedly come to OPD and check up, right? When surgery is not required, still they will do surgery. Why? To earn money. Is that a good doctor? Seemingly yes. Good marks, good skills, good surgeon. But if there are no values, that's not good. So future of our country means just skills or values.
Values.
But our school, college, they don't teach values. They don't teach good qualities. What are good qualities? Honesty, truthfulness, forgiveness, compassion, clean, peaceful, self-control, austere, wisdom, humility. Forget having these qualities. Nowadays we don't even know the list of these qualities. In your syllabus you came across these words? Any book on these qualities? Any chapter on these qualities? Any paragraph on these qualities? Any one mark question on these qualities? See, it's not part of our syllabus. It is not part of our education. Then what will be the future? Only good skills, but no good values. Good skills even machines have. Machines have good skills. Now AI is there. Good skills, good communication skills, good drawing skills, good graphic skills, good project skills, good research skills. So then what is the difference? The difference is in consciousness. The difference is in qualities. The difference is in values. So because in your school and college they don't teach this, and this is important, so somebody has to do it. So that's where ISKCON comes in picture. ISKCON does this. Why we have so many youth programs and so many other programs? So that we get education to develop our character, to develop good qualities, to develop good behavior, to develop good values. Otherwise the society will fall apart. So it is very essential for us to come and learn and imbibe these good qualities. And that's not possible without Krishna consciousness. Worldly morality without Krishna is still bad. Some people will say, I am honest, I am truthful, I take care of my family, I don't fight with anybody, I don't have to go to temple, I am doing good. No, you are not doing good. Because worldly morality without Krishna is not morality. It is like some robbers, they rob the bank. Then after robbing the bank, they go to a isolated private location. And then they sit and they say, let's divide it honestly. And you hear, you say, wow, so honest employees. Are they honest? Yes. They are dividing it honestly. But that is not honesty. Because they are stealing from the bank. So Krishna is the bank, he is the source of everything. And somebody has so-called good morality, but he doesn't offer to Krishna. He eats food without offering to Krishna. That's not honesty, that's thief. If a servant comes to the house and takes your milk, your sugar, your rice, and on your gas makes sweet rice and eats, will you like it? You will say you are a thief. The servant will say, no, I made it, so it belongs to me. You will say, no, it's my raw material, so it belongs to me. Whom does the final product belong to? The person who does labor job or the person who provides raw material? Provide raw material. If you give bricks, stones, mud, steel, water, cement to few laborers and they make a house, and at the end say this belongs to me because I made it, is that acceptable? What will you say? It belongs to me because I gave you the raw material. So in the same way, whatever we do in life, whom does the result belong to? One who gives raw material. Who gave the raw material? Whatever we do, it requires sunlight, it requires rain, it requires oxygen, it requires earth, it requires fire, it requires memory, it requires talent, it requires this body, right? Intelligence, skills, talent. Who has given this raw material? Krishna. We are just doing labor job. So whom does the final result belong to? But if we don't offer to Krishna and consume it, we are thieves. So so-called honesty is honesty? Not at all. So-called kindness, truthfulness, humility, it's all bakwas. It's bogus. Unless Krishna is in the center of our activities, unless Krishna enjoys the result of our activities, it's all nonsense. So it starts with Krishna consciousness. So real character means becoming a devotee of Krishna and having all these qualities. If somebody has all these qualities but is not devotee of Krishna, those qualities have no value. If a mobile has all the good features but there is no battery, what will you do with that mobile? Right? If the girl is very beautiful but there is no soul inside, will you marry a dead body? No. So without Krishna, all these values, qualities have no value. It's zero. So education starts by becoming a devotee of Krishna. Character means becoming a devotee of Krishna, surrendering our life to Krishna. That's why in ISKCON we have International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Our consciousness should be Krishna consciousness, which means we are absorbed always in the service of Krishna. Otherwise we are not educated. We may have a degree, but we are not educated. We may have intelligence to solve arithmetic problems or physics problems or chemistry problems, but we are not educated. Education means character should be good. And character good means should have good qualities. And good qualities means should be a devotee of Krishna. So that is where it starts. So don't think this Krishna consciousness is separate from our life. Once a week we have to go to temple, do some bhakti, and rest of the day and rest of the week, whatever nonsense I want I can do, no problem. I am a devotee. That's called weekend devotee. Monday devotee, Monday wala devotee, or Sunday wala devotee. No. It's a complete life of surrender, where we are every day dedicated to serving Krishna. Then we can get successful in life. So Krishna Balram were asked by Vasudeva, did you go to school or not? In Vrindavan village, they didn't go to school. They were just taking care of cows, stealing makan, playing with monkeys and all, eating sweets, gopis. So Krishna Balram said, no, we didn't go to school. Immediately, Vasudeva called for Gargamuni and he made them take Brahman Diksha, which we call Gayatri Mantra, shaved their head and wore saffron cloths and sent them to Ujjain. Ujjain in the ashram of Sandipani Muni to stay as brahmacharis, where Krishna Balram slept on the floor, washed their own clothes, served menially their spiritual master, went to cut wood, take care of cows, went to take bhiksha, perform austerities, massage the feet of their guru, obey them, and learn their lessons. Sandipani Muni taught them 64 lessons, 64 arts. Generally, other students who take 10-12 years to learn those 64 arts. Krishna Balram took 64 days to learn those 64 arts. Morning they will hear about the art, afternoon they will practice it, and evening they will become expert. Next day, next lesson. That is Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So actually Krishna Balram don't need to learn, they already know. But they were setting an example. Just like the ocean, from where does it get water? From the river. All the rivers flow in the ocean. From where does the river get water? From the cloud. The rain comes and the rivers are full and the river flows to the ocean. The cloud, from where they get water? From the ocean. The sun evaporates water from the ocean, forms a cloud. The cloud moves through the wind and the water is dropped and the river is formed and the river flows back to the ocean. So the ocean water goes up and comes back to the ocean. So river is not actually giving water to the ocean. It's ocean water only which came back to the ocean, right? In the same way, the knowledge came from Krishna to Sandipani Muni and Sandipani Muni gave back to Krishna. It is not that Sandipani Muni is teaching something to Krishna and he doesn't know. But Krishna is doing this to set an example. Lord Ramchandra, he went to Gurukul and learned from Vishwamitra, or Vasishtha Muni, and then Vishwamitra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted Ishwar Puri as his spiritual master. When the Lord comes in human pastime, he is accepting a guru, a spiritual master, a teacher. Why? To set an example that even I need education when I come as a human. Who are you who don't need an education? So it is very essential for us to practice this process of education, which means celibacy, which means brahmacharya. And why celibacy is so important? Because in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is asking a question to Krishna. That, my dear Krishna, sometimes I do not want to do sinful activity, but still I do. Who is forcing me to do? It's a good question. Sometimes it happens with us also. We know I should not be doing this, and we don't want to do this, but we still do it. So who is forcing me to do it? What is that force? Krishna says, what is that force? Lust. Lust is the force by which a person does sinful activity which he doesn't want to do. Lust is formidable, enemy number one. Lust means intense desire to enjoy, whatever it may be. If you have an intense desire to enjoy anything, it's called lust. If a child has intense desire to eat ice cream, it's called lust for ice creams. If a boy has intense desire for a new model of iPhone, that is lust for iPhone. And if a male and female have intense desire to come in contact with each other, that is sexual lust. So lust means intense desire to enjoy. When you have an intense desire, can you sit peacefully? You will have to do some effort to fulfill that desire because it is intense. So that effort is called karma. Karma means activity or action which we do to fulfill our lust. Lust in Sanskrit is called kam. Action in Sanskrit is called karma. And karma in Hindi is called kam. So when we do kam, for kam, that's binding, that binds us. So when we put effort to fulfill our lust, then there are two possibilities. Either we will be successful, we will fulfill, or we will be failure, will not fulfill. A child wants ice cream. So child will do karma. What karma? It will tell his father, Papa, I want ice cream. So there are two options. Papa will purchase and give, or Papa will not give. Success or failure. So Papa says, no, no ice cream for you today. Will the child will, okay, no problem? No, why? Because it is intense. When it is intense, you can't sleep peacefully. Mind is disturbed. So when it's intense, the child will cry. Tears will come from the eyes. The child will raise his volume. He'll bang his head on the floor. Papa, I want ice cream. That's intense desire. So when lust is not fulfilled, it becomes anger. And anger is danger. When anger is on, intelligence is off. When one person becomes angry, he forgets what is right and wrong. He may raise his volume, he may disrespect his elders, he may use abusive words, he may be violent, because intelligence becomes off. And then he says, sorry SMS. That happens. So is anger good? No. So better he gets ice cream. As soon as he gets ice cream, all the tears go back in the eyes. And he smiles. And he says, Papa, thank you. No, he says, Papa, one more. That is called greed. When lust is not fulfilled, it becomes anger. And when lust is fulfilled, it becomes greed. And what does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita about these three? Lust, anger, greed?
Door to hell.
Door to hell. Super express highway, straight hell. Unlimited speed, no toll tax, straight hell. Lust, anger, greed. But the story doesn't end here. If my friend gets ice cream and I don't get, that lust becomes jealousy, envy. He got, I didn't get. And if I get ice cream, my friend doesn't get, then lust becomes pride. Pride. I have, he doesn't have. And that is how a person falls into illusion. So lust gives rise to all the anarthas. So it's a formidable enemy. Lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion. 6 anarthas. 6 dirty things. What should we do with dirty things? Throw them out, but we have stored them in our heart, contaminated our consciousness. And this is how a person commits sinful activities. So if you don't clean this lust, we'll 100% go to hell and have lots of suffering and the cycle of birth and death. So the foremost duty of a human is to protect oneself from this enemy called lust, enemy number 1. But nowadays everywhere lust is being increased and encouraged. All movies and all literature and all billboards, there is male and female attraction. All products, just they are displaying so that we enjoy. Or advertisements, just they want us to enjoy. Where earlier economics means demand and supply. You read that? Yes. There is demand, then there is supply. Now it is supply and demand. There is no demand, but they will supply. And then they will put an ad with heroine, with less clothes, and then people will go and purchase as if there is a demand. You getting the difference? Earlier we wanted something and the factory will produce it. Now factory will produce it and create an artificial want that if you get this you will be successful. Right? So it's artificial. It is all cashing on our lust. And we are happily paying for our lust. Earlier there were no gyms. Now people go in gyms, but the business doesn't stop there. As soon as you go a gym, they offer you a membership. And it looks cheaper than the day visit. As soon as you become member, they offer you protein powders and gel cloth and I don't know what all. I never been. So this all business. You never thought you wanted all this. But now without that life seems meaningless. Shoes they will offer, something like that. So that's all lust. So everywhere around us, lust is being encouraged. Our lust is being fanned. The small spark of fire and you fan, it becomes a big fire. So the lust is being fanned. The only way to live a successful life, actual successful life, is to clean this lust. And that happens by Krishna consciousness. So when we chant Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
The holy name we chant and we hear. The holy name goes from my lips to my ears. From ears it goes to the heart. And it cleans the lust. Then you become an actual human and a devotee of Krishna. Otherwise we are just animals. Otherwise we are just under lust. But we think that is life. That is not life. Humans in Mumbai are living worse than dogs. Just see local train. Is it dignified life? But we think, wow, Mumbai ka lifeline. What is that lifeline? There is no self-respect. It's not a dignified life. But we think that's life. What an illusion. Because we don't read scriptures. Get some house, get some family, get some car, get some job, successful life. What is that success? It's not success. Next life you become a dog or a cat. How is that success? Success means the graph should keep going up. But here the graph goes up, you get a school, you get college, you get degree, you get job, you get wife, you get children, you get 1 BHK, you get 2 BHK, you get one bike, you get car, you get second car, your children get education, and your children get married, they get grandchildren, you are on the deathbed, you die and become a dog. Where you went and came down. After that, if you get liberated, that is going up. After all this human effort, you become a dog. How is that success? That's not success. So it's false education, it's false motivation, false inspiration when people around you are telling you that you study hard, earn well, get a house, get a car, get a family, have children, then you'll be successful. That's not success. That's all lust. Success is to purify our heart, become a devotee of Krishna. And that's what we are learning here. So please keep coming. Have friendship with devotees. And encourage each others to practice Krishna consciousness. In temple you may come once or twice a week, but every day you should chant 16 rounds and read and hear Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. That will keep us purified. Otherwise these material modes are very powerful. They will condition us. They will entangle us. And they will keep us entangled in the cycle of birth and death. So every day our 16 rounds we should do very nicely. If you are new, you can start with 1 or 2 rounds and read few pages of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, come to temple and do service and attend these regular classes, associate with devotees and understand the goal of life is Krishna consciousness. The goal of life is not money or degree or job or house or family. That is there to maintain the balance of material body. But that's not the goal of life. The goal of life is to serve Krishna. The goal of life is to become a perfect devotee of Krishna. And that's what we learn in ISKCON. So we should always hanker for association of devotees so that we grow in our spiritual life. Okay? We'll end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srimad Prabhupada ki jai. If there are any questions, you may ask. Yeah, any questions? Feel free if you have a question.
Which is online mission.
Is material knowledge is important?
I would not use the word important. If you are having a material life, it is helpful. Like which bus goes from JUHU, ISKCON JUHU to Andheri station? This is helpful if you want to go to Andheri station. This is not helpful if you want to go to Bandra station. So I would not say important, I would say helpful. So we take that knowledge to live it. If you want to go to America, you have to go to airport first. From airport you have to fly. So the knowledge needed to go to airport is helpful. But the destination is not airport. The destination is somewhere else, outside the airport. So our destination is a spiritual world. To go to spiritual world, we have to go to airport, fly. That's mode of goodness. So some knowledge is helpful to reach that location. That's fine. But the destination is not material knowledge. The destination is Krishna consciousness. So we can utilize that knowledge as much as necessary to sustain this body. The goal should be clear. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, how to control anger?
Well, we need a preparation to control anger. We should every day chant holy name so that the day we are provoked, we are purified beforehand so that we don't get angry. So we need to prepare ourselves. Not that after it starts raining, I should repair my roof. If the roof is leaking, I have to repair it before the rain, not while it is raining. You can't put a cement while it is raining. In the same way, the day I get angry, that day only I control. Other days I don't, then it will not work. So every day we chant the holy name. We learn to tolerate provocations. Then on the day when actual provocation or actual event happens, we may be able to control. So every day we should practice bhakti. And also if you are getting angry with somebody, better to leave the place. Better to tell your friend or relative, let's talk about this later, now I am getting angry. It will damage our relationship. So once you calm down, then you can visit the topic. Yes.
There is question. What is the main difference between knowledge and wisdom?
Well, knowledge needed to use our knowledge is called wisdom. So wisdom is knowledge needed to use knowledge. So wisdom helps us to use knowledge for our goal. So if I have knowledge, but I don't have knowledge to use my knowledge, then I am not wise. Okay? Yes.
Hare Krishna, how can
One
I...
more thing. A knowledgeable person knows what to say. A wise person knows whether to say or not.
Hare Krishna, how can I get rid out of the phone addiction?
Out of this,
Phone addiction.
you have phone,
Yes.
you have dustbin. Throw it. Gone. Matter over. No use. Just throw it. Were you alive before the phone?
Yes, yes.
So you continue to be living. Don't worry. Just throw it. Otherwise it will damage you. Right? Just switch it off. Right? For very essential things, you can make a call, receive a call, press switch off. Why all day on the phone? That's not good. It will damage your life. Delete all the apps. Just keep calling. Right? Okay. Should be serious in life. Yes.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Our destiny has been already written by God, or it's totally depend on our activities.
Well, our destiny is determined by our past activities. So it's determined by us only, by our past activities. So based on my past activity, I will receive results now. And based on my present activities, how I use that results, my future will be decided. Right? So you got this male body, that is your past activity. But now what you do with this body will determine next life whether you get a human body or a dog body or a tree body or a liberated body. Right? So this body you got based on past activity. This is your destiny. But now you have choice what to do with this body so that what will be your future. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
That's some similar question. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, if the soul is eternal and God controls everything, then why is the individual held responsible for karma and the consequences of actions?
Well, soul is eternal, yes. Krishna sanctions everything and controls everything, yes. At the same time, the soul in the body has free will. And when the soul executes an action based on free will, the soul is responsible for that action and the soul gets result. For example, if you take an auto from here to Andheri station, who will drive the auto? Auto driver. Who is the owner of the auto?
Driver.
Who will pay the bill?
Us.
Why? ऑटो उसका चलाया वो, आप क्यों बिल भरा? Because it was your free will that you wanted the auto to go to Andheri station. Otherwise, he was just standing here. In the same way, this body is auto. Krishna in the body as Paramatma is the owner and driver of this auto, and soul is the passenger. So this hand takes a knife and puts in somebody's body. Who controls the hand? Krishna. Whose hand? Krishna. Who pays the bill? Passenger, the soul. Because he desired that I do this murder. Auto driver didn't want to go to Andheri. The passenger wanted to go to Andheri. So one who desired, he will pay the meter. So the soul desired to do a karma. Krishna didn't desire to do that karma. The soul desired. So the soul will pay the meter. So yes, soul is eternal. Yes, Krishna controls. Yes, Krishna sanctions. But the soul has a free will. So soul is responsible for karma and soul has to pay for it. Okay? Next question. Any more questions?
Prabhuji, like someone said like even leaf can't move until Krishna won. So whatever is going on in our nation or in other nation, so it is Krishna mercy or something else.
See, not even a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So finally, everything in all nations, in all houses, in all cities, on all streets, the sanction is by Krishna. At the same time, when we use or misuse our free will, Krishna doesn't interfere, but he gives sanction. So without his sanction, nothing happens. But we are responsible for our actions. Clear? So we have free will. And we want to perform actions based on that free will. He sanctions it. But we are responsible for it. Okay? Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, as a person who has to thrive in this material world and needs people and manage materialistic things, how to still be detached from Maya and be inclined towards karma and ultimate truth?
Well, we should practice bhakti morning and evening. So that daytime, whatever poison is there, it gets neutralized. Just like morning we take bath, evening we take bath. So daytime, whatever sweat and dust is on the body gets clean. So morning, evening we do bhakti and we get neutralized. All the poison gets neutralized. Second thing is, one should perform one's duty as it's given by Krishna and give the result of the duty to Krishna. Karma phala tyag. Like Arjuna has to fight. Fighting means killing people, and that's papa, and that's violence. But Arjuna is not considered sinful. Why? Because he fought for Krishna. So we have to do our duty, our karma. We do it for Krishna. We give the result to Krishna. And we perform the duty as per scriptures, honestly. Right? Arjuna fought, but he fought as per the dharma. So we perform our duties as per scriptures, honestly. Morning, evening, do our bhakti. So we remain purified. Okay?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, why we often use fear of punishment bad karma as a tool to control our actions instead of choosing goodness out of pure love.
Where both is used in the scriptures, both is mentioned. In the scriptures, it is mentioned out of love we should offer food to Krishna. And if you follow that, that's fine. Some people don't follow that, they don't have love for Krishna. So we say if you don't offer, you get entangled. So at least they will follow that. So if you tell somebody to follow traffic laws, some people follow because they are good citizens. Some people follow because they fear of the penalty. So that's our conditioning. So we should follow mode of goodness. But because we are conditioned, so scriptures mention this also. Both is helpful. In conditional life, we have opportunity to misuse our free will as well. So the fine or the punishment, the fear of pain is a good teacher. Nowadays many people do something or not do something only based on fear of pain or loss rather than knowledge. So if you do it by knowledge, that's a better life. But what to do, people are conditioned. Okay. Next question. Okay, we'll end here? Yes.
Prabhuji, should we fear from anything which is exists in our material world?
Should we?
Fear from any kind of material world, things like
From any kind of
things which exist in material world.
which exist in the material world. Can you give an example?
Like,
Fire, earthquake, flood,
like both place, something like that.
bhoot, pret. We don't have to fear if we chant Hare Krishna. Where there is holy name, bhoot, pret don't come. Right? Keep yourself clean. Take bath sometimes, not sometimes. Every day. Keep yourself clean. Keep the rooms clean. Bhoot, pret get attracted to the momo. Keep yourself clean, your clothes clean, your bedding clean, your room clean. Chant Hare Krishna. They will not come near you. Okay.
From any kind of bad people.
Well, we should protect ourselves. Fear is fear of loss, fear of harm. So that fear is healthy. Fear of bad association is healthy. If somebody is drunkard, you may have fear that if I make friendship with him, I will also drink. So that fear is good. Fear of bad association is good. But the positive thing is to have good friendships, good association. Right? Those who are going to harm us, we should protect ourselves. Okay. The fear should not rule our life. But a healthy fear is helpful to live a better life. Okay? Clear? Next question. We end here? Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.